Hello everyone, my name is Mohit Bharatwal and I welcome you all to my first ever chat show जिसका नाम है दी Oracle Chat Show। और आज के हमारे इस चैट शो की जो पहली जो मेहमान है, द फर्स्ट गेस्ट ऑफ आवर चैट शो इज a very amazing human being. She is a life directional and clarity coach. She knows 5 languages. She is a postgraduate from Symbiosis College, Pune in media and mass communication. She has worked with several media companies for almost a decade, and now she is helping people changing their life with her life directional clarity coaching. So I really want you to help me all to please welcome Jhilmil Shah on our chat show, and she is our first guest. So welcome Jhilmil Shah.
Let's begin. Absolutely.
Yes.
Let's begin from the top.
Okay, great. So Jhilmil Shah, tell us who is Jhilmil Shah?
Okay. First of all, I would like to thank you for inviting me on your show as the first guest. It means a lot to me too. Yes, we've been working together, and I am, trying to help in whatever way I can. But it does not happen unless you are willing to do it. Okay, and I believe in it strongly. Today is a very special day. So everybody who is watching us live, a very, very, very happy Mother's Day to every mother. And I think they are the best. And I hope my mom is also watching. Mom, I want to tell you, I love you too. You are
Great.
the best mom I could have had. And I think every mom is the best mom any kid could have. So on that note, let's begin the show today. I love the name, the Oracle Chat Show. Says a lot about it. So about me, my name is Jhilmil. As everybody knows, the name of my meaning is who I am. It means twinkle, twinkling of the stars.
Twinkle, twinkle,
Okay.
little star. But you are a big
Absolutely.
star.
That's so sweet of you. So my journey began back then. I am actually born in a small town called Bilaspur, which comes in Chhattisgarh, and which is my maternal side. And I am from Jamshedpur. So yes, I was born in Bilaspur, uh, grew up in Jamshedpur till my 10th standard. I studied, my friends are watching, so I've studied in one of the most famous notorious schools called Rajendra Vidyalaya, but I'm very proud RVN, we call it RVN. I'm a very proud RVN. And post my 10th, something happened, and I couldn't clear my 11th standard. So I moved to Pune because I didn't want it to continue in the same school. I moved to Pune to, do my further studies. In Pune, I did graduation in English, and along with that, I also did a diploma in French language and a diploma in event management along with my graduation. And post that, I did my post graduation in mass communication, mass media, and took my audio visual as my specialization. I then went to Mumbai to work in the Maya Nagari, as we all call the big glamorous world. And I worked with every possible celebrity that anybody knows in India. Worked with the who's and who's of what. But like they say, all that glitters is not gold. So media is an industry. Again, I'm very proud to be a part of it, to have worked there. I found some amazing friends and mentors, in that field. Something happened again back 5 years back, and I had to move to Delhi. But I'm a person who keeps like to learn a lot of things. So I didn't know what to do in Delhi. So I thought, because my communication I felt was my strength,
Yes,
and I
it is
hope it
actually.
is.
It is actually, yeah.
I did a course in radio jockeying, and I called myself Jhakas Jilmil,
Okay.
and that's how
Yes,
I
you
am.
are.
Then I couldn't pursue much of it in radio, so I continued to work in events.
Okay.
So I worked as a client servicing manager. I still work in events as a senior manager. But I think my life had a bigger purpose. I always felt through my journey of of life, I felt that I had a bigger purpose to do and achieve in life, and I had a lot to give to people. And that's, I had done so many courses. I had done courses in Bhagavad Gita, Art of Living, digital online courses. Everybody said, go for digital courses. I did everything that I could, but I couldn't find peace within myself. It was very, very, very difficult to find peace within myself. And then is when I came across a program which spoke about being a coach, a life coach, impacting people's life, being, bringing a difference in their life. And I thought, this is it. This is it. This is what I want to do. I want to help people. I want to change their lives. I want to share my experiences of life, which I have a varied of them, like a varied of experiences in life. I left home when I was just 18.
Okay.
So left home at a very early age, and everything that I did was alone. So it has not been an easy journey, and I'm sure, but I know that I'm very fortunate to be alive in this pandemic, and I'm very fortunate to be here on your show, which really means a lot. When I began my journey of being a coach, I was not very sure, to be honest, that if I am a good coach or if I will be a good coach, because that's a very huge responsibility. I'm sure, Mohit, you would agree, because you are a coach yourself.
Yes.
And I'm sure you would agree to that. But I believe in my intuition. I'm a very emotional person. I'm a Cancerian, so I wear my heart on my sleeves. So emotions are something I carry very strongly, and that drove me. I lost my job in the pandemic, at the beginning of the pandemic last year, and I didn't know what to do. Till then, I had not started coaching. I waited for a year, for a month, thinking that things would get better. I would get back to a job and things like that. But I think destiny had other plans. And I don't know if you believe in destiny or not, Mohit. But I do believe in a superpower. I do believe that you will reach where you are supposed to. Okay. And there is where I began my journey as a life coach. And through that, it's almost a year, it's close to a year that I began my journey. And my growth, I'm not talking about business or monetary terms, but my growth as a person has become so immense because of the experiences I had working with people. I met some amazing people who I have worked with, who I got guidance from, who I mentored, people like that. And I can tell you that each one of them that I have worked with or I am working with right now are people who are a very integral part of my life. And you are one of them.
Thank you.
I am really, really blessed to have met you through this coaching journey of mine. And yes, I'm super happy to be here today. Thank you so much once again. And that is how I have been doing. So yes, I am a life direction and clarity coach. I believe clarity is the key to success and happiness.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Actually, it is.
So that's a journey of.
I have a question for you. I believe that so many people might be thinking this question for you. That you have failed in your 11th standard. You told us that you have failed in your 11th standard, and then you move out from your city. So what that failure taught you in your life, how it changed you as a person?
So the failure taught me that physics is not meant for me, because I failed in physics. That was my biggest realization, that studies are not meant for me. I think that was my biggest discovery. But on a very serious note, when I flunked my 11th standard, it was my first jolt of life, like the first time I felt, because I've always been in the comfort zone of my parents. My parents love me the most. My family loves me the most. Everyone loves me a lot. So when this happened, I felt for the first time in my life, a very big jolt, and I was very young. 11th standard, I was like 15, 16. And my brother, his name is Nishant. He was just a year younger to me, so he was studying in a class just below me. Like I was in 11th, he was in 10th. So if I had to repeat my 11th in the same school, I had to study with him and all of his friends who would call me Didi, which I was not. Okay, so that was my it's because they all knew me, because obviously they are my brother's friend and we are in the same school. So I was very clear, I don't want to repeat in this school. But that phase was really very draining, because the only person I was talking to in that period, Mohit, was myself. I couldn't share to anyone what I was going through. I didn't know how to react, because it was a failure for the first time.
What were you talking to your own self? How you were
So
talking?
what I was talking to, that how could this happen to me? Actually, how I flunked is on the day of the exam, I met with an accident.
Okay.
On my way to the exam, I met with an accident. I didn't give my exams, my final term exams of physics. And anyways, I didn't like physics, so that was a separate thing. I hope my physics teacher are not watching this show. No, but on a very serious note, what I was talking to myself back then was, why did this happen? Why? And what next? So I was juggling between my past, like why did it happen, and what next, the future. I was not in the moment. And I can't express my thought process, but I was big enough to understand what I was going through emotionally. So that was something that taught me a lot. But one thing I realized, and I want to thank again, is my mom, who believed in me and who took on a journey of making sure that I go out of that phase. And obviously my dad supported me in that decision. She fought for me, because you know how relatives are. Everybody has amazing sets of relatives, and being a girl, a lot of people came up to my parents and said, लड़की को क्यों पढ़ाना है, 2 साल रुको शादी करा दो. But thank God and thanks to my parents that they didn't listen to that, and I am still single. I'm still happy. वरना पता नहीं क्या होता. So but what I learned, what was my biggest learning, and what was the good thing that happened is, I started on a journey which was completely out of my comfort zone, completely out. I had to stay in a hostel, eat the mess food, the food that I'm sure everybody knows, or a lot of you have experienced, people who are live and watching us have experienced the kind of food that you get in the mess.
Yes, I do.
तो पानी वाली दाल होती थी, एक सब्जी जो आपको बिल्कुल पसंद नहीं, समथिंग लाइक बीन्स होती थी मेजर ऑफ द टाइम, या पत्ता गोभी होती थी जो मुझे बिल्कुल भी नहीं पसंद थी. But yes, and I used to stay in a hostel where there were 6 girls in one room. Okay. So that transition from being in your comfort zone to totally coming out of it was so new and so deep that made me a person who I am today.
So that failure took you towards a journey which actually make you a person who you are today. So that is one dot you have in your life, a very big dot which you are connecting yourself, and right now you're taking your journey from that particular dot to this particular dot, or to a next particular dot, right?
Absolutely.
So Jilmil, we have you have told your story, and we are really very thankful to you that you have shared almost everything, and I believe that so many people must relate with that, and so many people, there are so many women who must be listening to this show or listening to you, और बहुत सारे ऐसे parents होंगे who are listening to you right now, and they might also be having this confusion within them, in their minds about their daughters. There are so many brothers who must be having confusions about their sisters, right? And you are one of the example who have actually convert your failure into success. And there are so many women who are listening to you who might be going through some failures or some challenges in their life, and they don't know what to do. And they might be feeling that they don't have anything to look after right now in their lives. But you are someone who is an inspiration to all of them. The way you have lived your life, the way you have changed your failure into your success. And it is absolutely amazing. So, Jilmal, tell me one thing. We know you have told us about your yesterday, your past. I really want to request you to please tell us that past of yours, that part of your life, what it is doing with you right now in your present moment, in your present life, in your current life.
I think I don't know if I can say this for everyone, but I think people become who they are today because of the experiences that they have had, and I completely believe in this fact that whatever I am today, whatever, and I think I'm awesome. And I
Yes,
think
you
I
are.
don't think
Yes, you
I
are
know
awesome.
I
Yes,
am
yes,
awesome. I'm
yes,
super
you are
awesome
actually.
actually.
Yes, actually, super awesome, super duper awesome, actually.
So I was not like this, Mohit. Let me be very honest. I was absolutely not like this. There was no self-love to begin with. There was no confidence and belief in myself. There was no confidence in believing the fact that I, who's a girl, can make a difference in anybody's life,
Hmm.
or can even make a difference in my own life.
Hmm.
Okay? Forget going out and making and impacting lives outside, but what I can tell you is that I have become stronger from here and from here, and I've become humble from here and from here. Because I am sure my mom would agree if she's watching this that I was very stubborn. I still am a bit, just being modest. But I
Just
think
being
I was sure, yeah, I was really stubborn, really, really stubborn. And what I've learned through my life and experiences is the fact that there's one thing, you have only one life. Everybody has this one life, and it is God has given us only one power, and the power is the power of choice, the power to choose what you want to do about the life that you
totally agree. I totally agree with this.
and a lot of people give up on their life, on their situations, on their things, on their failures. Okay, but the person who keeps going and does not give up. So what I have learned from my life, Mohit, is never to quit, never to give up, no matter what. Because the only thing that is in my hands, as I always say this, is efforts. The results are not, and they never are in anybody's hands. So I believe in giving my 100% effort, and more than 100% in everything that I do. You
I
know,
know.
like I have heard this from you. The way you do one thing is the way you do everything,
Yes,
and I absolutely agree and believe in it, that the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. So
definitely.
I give my 100% to everything that I do, be it a relationship, be it my parents, be it my career, my work. And I think everybody who knows me would agree with this, to a friendship, to anything that I do. Even I am here today, I want to give my 100%. I believe I am giving that, being 100% honest to myself, because this is not for anybody else but for myself. And
And
ultimately,
I want to acknowledge this thing. Anybody who is listening to this show or will be listening to this show in the future, in the coming time, I must tell you that today in the morning Jilmil was not well at all, and she was not at all well at all. I mean, like, बहुत ही खराब हालात के अंदर Jilmil Shah was in the morning. But for this show, she has somehow managed herself, and I'm really thankful. मुझे ऐसा लग रहा था कि शो कैंसिल करना पड़ेगा भैया, right? But I'm truly grateful to you that you have somehow managed. And look at you. Nobody can tell that, nobody can say this, that you were not well in the morning. Look at you. You are looking superbly awesome, very energetic,
thank you.
super healthy. Thank you so much. So the 100%, what you were saying, you were telling us that you believe in giving 100% of yourself in anything, in relationship, in work, within your family, within your career, with the people you're working with. I totally acknowledge that. I am like I must appreciate you for that, and I really wish to be like you. In that particular sense, I really wish
My
to be like.
honor.
So one more question I want to ask you. I want to ask you so many questions, but this is the question which comes in my mind right now, in my heart right now. What is your biggest achievement in your life till date? And apart from that achievement, how you rate your journey to reach to that achievement?
Mohit, I'm actually a kind of person who do not believe in materialistic achievements. I'm a person who believes in achievement of your inner self, of your soul. Because I don't know, I feel that I'm a person who is connected to the supreme God above, and my biggest achievement for me is I am here today. Like you said that I was not well. I really was really unwell. I felt I had all the symptoms of COVID, and I was going through healings. I was asking everyone, please heal me, please heal me. I want to come on the show. I have to come alive, and I think that is my biggest achievement, that I am here. I am here as who I am today, and I don't know what has brought me here, what has given me that strength, Mohit. I think it's people like you who believe in me. It's people like you who want to learn, who want to change their lives, and I think that is my purpose, that I am alive, and I think that is what is my biggest achievement, that I'm able to live my purpose of life.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Thank you so much. That's actually very amazing. And that is what we called as living in the present moment, leave the past behind and living in the present moment without thinking about the future, right?
Absolutely.
So I want to ask you one question. Who inspires you the most? I know that you love your father like anything, but apart from your father, who inspires you the most?
I think life inspires, because I think life is something that pushes me every day, pushes me to be my better version, pushes me to give more every single day, uh, makes me want to be happy and want to make others happy through my whatever I could do for them in the smallest way possible, whatever I could do for them. I think life has been my biggest inspiration, and it covers everything: success, failures, people, friends, family, everyone who has been a part of me, a part of my life in any way, I think has been my inspiration.
So anyone who is watching this live show right now, if you are liking this show and if you want Jilmil to reach out to more people, as many people as she can, please share this live video with everyone you know in as many group as you can, so that the story of Jilmil, this inspiring story of Jilmil, should reach every single woman on the planet, so that she can, any single woman on this planet or married woman or any sort of woman should get inspired from Janmil Shah. And
Men too. Why are you leaving the men? They need more
men too.
inspiration than women. Women
men,
are super.
men are already inspired from you.
Okay. Super awesome.
They are already inspired from you. They are like by default inspired from you.
Thank you.
So Jilmil, we have talked about your past, we are talking about your present, and I have asked you some question like who is your inspiration, what is the biggest achievement, and you have answered all the questions politically very correctly.
Politics.
I want to ask you one thing. If you want to answer that, it's a very personal question. If you allow me to ask this, I really want to ask you this question. If you please allow
Anything except how old I am. You can ask any question.
So please tell me how young you are.
At That question is not allowed. Any other question apart from that is allowed.
Okay, so you have told me so many stories about your father and the way he is bringing up, the way he brought you and your brother up, and the kind of father he is, the kind of human being he is. So, if you would love to tell us something about your father and the man he is, the the beliefs he do have, how he thinks, and why a father should be like a father.
I think this is my biggest honor today to speak about him. Because most of the times, Mohit, I'm sure you agree that yes, moms are given their due importance, but a lot of times fathers are not. And because they are not expressive. You know, men are not expressive. Even you are not. So, no,
Yes,
on a very serious note, men are not expressive. They
yes.
do not, can't express how much they love their kid, how much they love their partner, or anything for that matter. Okay, so the only expression that most people see from them is anger.
Yes.
But what I saw in my father was totally different. In anger also there was love. Okay, so let me share you a very important incidents in my life that made me realize that he is one of my biggest inspiration and why I love him so much. So I'm sure all couples, my mom and dad had those tips and arguments. And it was one night I was very, very young, and so was my brother. We were very young. I don't even remember how old we were. And सारी औरतें ये बोलती है मैं मैके चली जाऊंगी. Whenever there is an argument, मैं जा रही हूँ मैके.
Bye bye, Tata.
Bye bye, Tata. I can't stay with you. I am going to my Maike.
Yes,
So
yes,
my
yes.
mom said the same thing to my dad, and there was a little argument, heated argument between them. And I was in the same room. I was young, in the same room. And mom told us, pack your bags, we are going. And it was a very emotional moment, like one of the most defining moments of my life. And I still remember those words when my dad said to my mom, though he shouldn't have said that, but I love you, Dad, for this. If you're watching this, I just want to say I love you for what you said, though it's not politically right in the right now. But he said these powerful words. He told my mom, you can leave if you want to, but my kids will stay with me. And above all, sorry, brother, he said, Jilmil will stay with me. And that incident made me realize for the first time, you know, he said that, and I realized that I never felt his love before that incident, Mohit. And that day I realized that how much does the man love his kids, that he is willing to let go of his partner, who is everything for him. Like my dad loves my mom like crazy, okay. uh, they are like an epitome of a perfect couple, like my mom and dad. Okay, everybody in their friend circle, everybody in my friend circle know how awesome they are, like awesomest couple that can be. And even loving my mom so much, in spite of loving my mom so much, he said those words, and that made me thank God that he is my father. He is my father. And the values that I have today, Mohit, are all inculcated by him, because he is a man. He's the most humble person. He is the most giving person. You know, that I know. He told me a very small way to check if the guy that I love is the right guy or not. And he said, if there are two guys and one guy has a 100 rupee note and one guy has a 10 rupee note, who should you go to? He said, you should go to the person who is willing to spend that money on you. If it is the guy who has 10 rupees and he's willing to spend that 10 rupees on you, then he is the one. And I have learned all values of my life, okay, of giving to people from home. So the coach in me is what is the reason, the man behind the reason of me being a coach, and that need to give back to people is my dad.
So let us give a huge round of applause to your dad.
Absolutely, absolutely.
दो चीजें हैं, एक तो मर्दों की थोड़ी तारीफ हो गई है.
मुझे पता है ये आप कहने वाले थे.
So Jilmil, let us move ahead and let me ask you one more question. If you are comfortable, please tell me. I really want to know that you have just mentioned that your dad told you that if you have two guys to choose from, one is having 100 rupee note, one is having 10. So this is a sort of advice or sorry. An advice, I would say that it is an advice which has been given by a father to his daughter, and for definitely yes, for fathers, daughters are like, they are possessive about their daughters.
Absolutely.
Specifically in that case, that their daughter should date a right person,
Absolutely.
irrespective of anything.
Absolutely.
My daughter should date a right person, irrespective of anything.
Absolutely.
So this advice, what this advice has taught you in your relationships, specifically when it comes to the love relationship you had in your life. You are single. You have told me that you are single right now. That everybody has a past. I mean, like boring life. Usko chahiye, right? So how this advice played an important part in your relationships, if you're like comfortable telling us that.
Absolutely. So absolutely, it played a very so see, a lot of things that you learn in life or you get in life are not something that you are conscious about. You are unaware of them, that plays on your mind unconsciously, subconsciously. So I have also been a person who believes in this idea. For me, money is not something that defines anything in my life. Yes, I want to earn money. I'm not saying that I don't want to earn money, but the reason is very, very different. You can see a bit of the reasons here, which is my vision board. So yes, the reasons can be absolutely different and varied, and I have a lot of dreams. I have a lot of visions, but how that advice played in my relationship, I have had a couple of relationships, and the first quality I liked in the guy is not how much money does he have, but how much is he willing to give up or put it on me, even if he doesn't have anything. I think in
so
every
all the guys who are listening to this live show, please make a note.
So they've not been the richest of the richest, but they have been rich from their heart. They've given me love, they've given me care, they've given me respect, which is very, very important to me. And they've given me belief in me for varied reasons that didn't work out, but that's a separate thing altogether. But absolutely, that was one of the first qualities I would look in a guy. Okay, and I think the guys I've dated would agree that they have grown with me in the relationship, even even as a person, even financially, because I believe in that we can grow together. I always say this to my mom and to everybody, that why don't you find a rich guy? A lot of my relatives say, you should find a rich guy and get married to and get settled.
Sorry.
I said anything materialistic I want in my life, I will become so capable that I buy all of it myself. I don't need a guy to get me that.
Definitely.
All I need from the guy is the belief in me that we can achieve all of it together. That's it.
So all the beautiful, handsome, charming guys who are listening to this live show, please make some notes. Jilmil Shah is not looking for money. She'll earn money by her own self. And I really appreciate this belief you do have, this thought you do have in your mind, in your heart, because it's very rare It's very rare. It's not about today's time. It's very rare, even in the past also. Even in today's time also, it's very rare. And it's just
So thank you,
I'm
Dad.
impressed.
Thank you to my dad.
Thanks to your dad. So Jilmil, as we are talking about, the show is all about the time
Time.
in between galaxies. So now tell me, what do you think about the future? Your future and the future of the society as a whole, because you are working with so many people, you are working with people in their businesses, you are working with people who are having challenges in their life, you are working with people who are having challenges in their relationships, within their own self, within their own self-esteem. So what do you think, what will be the future,
I think
specifically when we are having, this COVID times, and from last, more than 1 year now?
I think everything begins from. So your future is what you believe in. I believe in this one of the very powerful quote, a very short one, which says your perception is your reality. So if you believe you have a bright future, you have a bright future. If you believe there's nothing left, life over, then life is over. Good, it's over. Today I was actually in the morning taking a session of, I am conducting a summer camp for kids from 5 to 12 years right now. And it's running and I'm starting. I completed my first batch last week, starting a new batch from tomorrow. And all the participants' mom had a session today morning, and which I'm very happy to announce that we will be doing that session every Sunday for all the moms, because we love moms. So this is a special gift on Mother's Day for all the moms, that we will be doing a free session for all the moms every Sunday.
That's great.
In that
Beautiful.
session, there were moms of different age group of kids, and I asked them one question. So how much time, and this is my question to every mom who's watching the show today on live, how much time do you give to yourself? To yourself. And you won't believe, Mohit, each one of them answered zero. Zero. They don't give time to themselves. They're all for their kids, they're all for their family, they're all for their partner. And I work on a women's initiative called Create Her, where I want each and every woman to develop an identity for themselves. Because एक life है यार, कुछ तो करके जाओ. And I believe in this famous quote which says, if you want to know how successful you are, it is not judged by the number of people who attend your birthday, but by the number of people who attend your funeral. If you want to know what kind of life you led, my grandfather's funeral, the whole city was there. We had to take his funeral in a truck, like celebrities, because there were so many people. His was the first that I saw in my life, and that quote is like a living example to me because of my grandfather, because he lived a life where he gave to people, gave and gave. And that is the same quality that has come in my dad, and I'm trying to get a bit of it, is to give back, give. And that's what I want to say, that your future is in your hands. Your future is what you want to do. If you want to achieve it, you will achieve it. You just need to believe in it. I've heard this from you, Mohit, that why is a mentor needed? Why is a coach needed? Because when you are in the situation, you don't know what is the thing outside. But a coach who is neutral, who's not biased with your situation, knows the situation outside. My job is to give you a hand.
Definitely.
And take you out.
Definitely.
I always say this to all people, all my participants who are watching the show, and everybody who knows me. I always say this: you are a diamond inside. I don't need to make you a diamond. The only job that I have as a coach is to remove the dust that is lying on the diamond. The dust is what? The dust is of negative belief, self-doubt, all those negative things. My job is to remove this dust and let the diamond shine. That's all. That's all. So I want to tell each one of you, hope is the biggest wealth you can have. Hope. I am very hopeful for my future. I don't live in my future, but I am working for it every single moment. But working for it by being in the present. Because this is what will create the future. Like you always say.
Yeah, definitely. Yes, I believe in this that you need to have the idea of the future, because if you want to create the future, you need to create it right now. It will not get created in the future. It will be created in this present moment right now. So thank you so much for giving that different perspective about the future to every one of us. And I really appreciate that you're actually working for women, because in society, in country like India, or in the society like us, uh, we have actually हमने पीछे छोड़ दिया औरतों को बहुत ज्यादा। सामाजिक रूप से हमने उनको कह दिया है कि यार आपका ना एक पर्टिकुलर जॉब है, वही कर सकते हो आप, वही करो आप, क्योंकि आप जब सामने आने लगोगे, हमारे बराबर आने लगोगे, तो हमको आपसे प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगी, क्योंकि हमको ये पता चलने लग जाएगा कि हमसे भी बेहतर कोई है, राइट? सो वी हैव अ पैट्रियाटिक सोसाइटी, पुरुष प्रधान समाज है हमारा।
बिल्कुल।
जो भी समाज पुरुष प्रधान है, उसके अंदर महिलाओं का आगे आना हमेशा से एक चैलेंज रहा है, और ये चैलेंज हम देख रहे हैं आज के टाइम में, जैसे डिवोर्सेस वगैरह बढ़ रहे हैं, या रिलेशनशिप के अंदर जो भी चैलेंजेस आ रहे हैं, बहुत सारे उसका कहीं ना कहीं हिस्सा जो है वो हमारे पुरुष प्रधान समाज होने की वजह से भी काफी बड़ा हिस्सा उस चीज का है। एंड आई रियली अप्रिशिएट दैट एनीवन हु इज डूइंग वर्क टुवर्ड्स वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट, बिकॉज इन माय लाइफ पर्सनली मेरी जिंदगी में महिलाओं का बहुत बड़ा योगदान है, मतलब उनके बिना कुछ नहीं होगा। आई एम नोबडी without my mother, I am nobody without my sister, I am nobody without my niece, I am nobody without the people I love. And most of the people, most of the influential people in my life, including you, are women. And I just can say that a woman can actually take that thing from inside of your heart or your soul, and can make you a star. This is the power women do have.
Absolutely.
Women
and
make
the problem
stars.
is, Mohit, that people don't know, and women themselves don't know how powerful they are.
Yes, yes, yes.
They don't know how powerful they are. They don't
Yes.
know what they can achieve or what they can do. There's nothing that a woman can't do or achieve. If she decides on it, it's just that, yes, they are given lesser opportunities, but I would somehow also blame the women for not trying enough. If you believe in yourself, I think everything is possible. And my tagline of Creator is what you need, which is applicable for everyone. What you need to be successful and be happy or achieve whatever you want to is already within you. You just need to discover it. And that's what my job is, to help them discover the inner power, inner strength that they have. Because every woman is powerful, every person is powerful. You are so powerful, Mohit. It's just that you need to believe in it, and you can become super awesome like me one day.
That is why
I'm
I'm
just
following
kidding.
you, right?
I'm just kidding. You are awesome, Mohit. You are just awesome, and I'm so blessed that to be here and to be in, be working with you, to be learning so much. From I learn so much from you every single day, every time that we work or discuss something, because I know the kind of knowledge and power that you have. Who believes in that future, who believes that he can create that future for himself and for the people who are associated. So all of my friends who do not know Mohit, let me tell you a bit about him now, since he has been just talking about me all this while. So Mohit Bharatwala, as his name is an awesome guy, awesome human being. Above all of his qualification, I think he is a person with a lot of deep knowledge about life, about people. He has had a sea of experiences, and he has learned so much with that, and that makes him awesome in everything that he does. Yes, professionally he is, he is an astrologer. He's also a life transformation coach, and he's also building his own business, where I'm kind of doing my bit to make it the way he wants to achieve it. But he is a visionary. He has a vision about life. So if you guys feel that, if you believe in your, want to get your horoscope back, I'm not promoting him, guys. I don't need to. He is a man who's known much more than people know me. But I want to say this.
Nothing like that. Nothing like that.
Mohit,
It's
that
not about the number of people who knows you. It's
absolutely.
about the number of people who loves you, who value you.
So everybody
follow
loves
you.
you, Mohit. Everybody loves you.
Because I'm lovable.
Absolutely.
So, Jilmil, before ending this show, because the format of the show is such that we have the show for 60 minutes, I really want to ask you one question. I'm very inspired by this statement of Steve Jobs, connecting the dots. So if you go back in the time and try to connect your dots from that Jilmil who born in Bilaspur, brought up in Jamshedpur in a business family, then started her journey in Jamshedpur, went to Pune, then went to Mumbai, did a job. Nobody in her family did job before that. Came up from that job, leaving the city, the Maya Nagari of the country. Everybody wants to be in this city and wants to be successful. People wants to work with the celebrities, and you are working with the celebrities. And leaving all those things behind, coming back to city Delhi, which was again a new city for you. Becoming a life clarity directional coach. If you're connecting that dots and the future Jilmil, the Jilmil who is creating the creator, who is working for the women empowerment, who is working to give clarity to the people, how do you connect that dots in a single sentence? If I would,
I think, Mohit, you have already done that. You connected all the dots together and put it across a
smarter you.
No, but what I want to say on that note is just that everything that happens in your life has a reason. Everything. You don't know the reason probably today. You might know it tomorrow. You might know it 5 years later. You might know it 10 years later. A lot of time people don't even realize why a certain incident happened in their life. But Mohit, I want to tell you that everything that has, I can't say about everyone, but everything that happened in my life is the reason for what I am today. If I had not failed in Jamshedpur, I would have never left the city. Probably I would have been married and just been a homemaker and just taking care of kids. There's nothing wrong in doing that. Absolutely, the most beautiful job of a mother. But I think life has a purpose for you, and each one of you, even if you are a mother, even if you are single, whoever you are, men, women, everyone, just try and find your purpose of life. What is your purpose of life? Why are you here? Why are you alive? Okay, why are you alive? If you know the why, trust me, there is no stopping that. The day you come to know why are you here. There is a very famous quote which says that there are two important days in your life: the day you are born and the day you know why.
Yes. So, yeah, I truly believe in that. So, Jilmil Shah, if people wants to connect with you, if the women of this country or anyone who is watching this show, because I have so many friends abroad also, you have so many friends who live outside this country, anybody wants to connect with you, how they can connect with you? What is the process to connect with you? How they can? So
I believe that anybody can connect with me. I am not so fussy, and I am very approachable. You can reach out to me on any medium. The social media has brought the world closer. I mean, I have over 11,000 connections on LinkedIn. You can connect me there. You can.
So I'll
connect
put your
me-
LinkedIn description, LinkedIn
Absolutely,
link in
you
the
can.
description, and your
Absolutely, you
Facebook
can.
link in the description, and your email ID, the link of the website creator.
Absolutely. Website of Create Her, I do my personal coaching also, which says that take a chance to change.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
great. Yeah. So I would request my technical team to please do so that people can reach Jilmil Shah, because Jilmil Shah is needed.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mohit. And so are you, because people need to have the hope that you have for the world and for yourself.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your kind word. Thank you so much, Jilmil Shah, for coming on this show.
My pleasure.